So welcome everybody to the StreamLineShip webinar with ETG Global. You can see here on our cover page, our title page, your two gracious yet bearded hosts. You have myself, Alex Hare. I'm the Director of Services and Sales here at ETG. I'm based in beautiful Toronto, Canada. Nice and sunny day actually today, pretty warm. So hence the t-shirt and the backyard looking good. You're also going to have Steve Karaged-Dick, who's our functional consultant based in Ankara, Turkey. So he will do the demo portion of today's webinar. But again, I'm happy that you guys are joining today with us, and because we are excited to launch this product. It's a brand new add-on which does carrier integration for D365 finance and supply chain management. So let's get it started. And by the way, I just want to preface it. We do have scheduled this for only 45 minutes. We may not even need the whole 45 minutes, but we will do our best to keep things kind of light and moving. And we will have some time for questions and answers at the end. If you guys do have any questions, comments, if you're not able to put them in the chat for whatever reason, feel free to ping me on LinkedIn. You can just find me there, Alex, A-L-E-K-S, Hara, H-A-R-A, or follow ETG Global over LinkedIn. So today's agenda, quick, I promise, quick one slide overview of ETG, the company. Then I'm going to go through, again, the business needs for carrier integration. Why did we design this product? Who is this for? Who was asking for this? What are the pains that it's solving? Then Steve will take over and do the demo of the product. And then I'll come back and just talk a little bit about the implementation and support that goes around this product. And then, like I said, we'll leave a little bit of time at the end towards for Q&A. And then we'll wrap it up there. So here's the company overview. And I did promise just one slide. There you can see some of the team from, this was an older photo, obviously before COVID, but we are 150 employees located in Toronto, Vancouver, Atlanta, London, UK, and Istanbul. We are a Microsoft Gold partner for Dynamics ERP, and we've been in business doing this and doing just this for 23 years. Over 100 projects completed, and these span really anything from AX like 2009, 2012, upgrades into D365, as well as brand new implementations from scratch or from another platform, another ERP platform into F&O or SCM, right? So this is sort of our bread and butter. This is all that we do. We work very closely with Microsoft. We work very closely with a host of partners, including some ISVs like developers on top of the Dynamics Foundation, D365 Foundation. And we ourselves also have 15 products and services that are on the Microsoft App Source today, but there are more coming, right? So some of them are geography specific. Some may be just for North America, some may be just for Europe. But this one that we're talking about today, StreamLineShip, this is going to be on the App Source really soon. So this is why we want to do this webinar as like the first official launch. And then we want you to be on the lookout, and we will keep you notified as well when it's available on the App Source alongside some of our other products. If I could pick three industries where ETG plays really well, where we had the most case studies, it really comes down to three. It's manufacturing, logistics, and retail, right? That's what we do. And actually, if you want to ping me afterwards, I can share with you some of the success stories that even Microsoft published on their main website. So we have two published success stories by Microsoft, and then I can share some other very specific ones if they cater to your specific industry or company or goals that you're trying to achieve. Now, going into business needs and why we designed StreamLineShip. So why the need for carrier integration? Well, for starters, we wanted to have a single platform. This is what everyone's saying. Give us just one single platform so our users are not jumping around and using different modules or from different vendors, different products, softwares, all kinds of things. Not to mention the sign-on nightmare that comes with that, right? So we wanted a single platform, and we want to have multiple carriers there that provide real-time track analytics. So that was the goal. That was the outcome. That is what the project team here at ETG wanted to do. And by the way, in this little, in the middle here, I have a small image, I don't know if you can see, of all the different carriers. But just to be clear, when I'm talking about carrier integration, when I mention carriers, I'm really talking about the shipping carriers. I'm talking about your FedExes, UPS, DHL, United States Postal Service, Canada Post, right? So that's what it is. And every company will have different ones that you work with. Maybe not all apply to your specific business, but certainly more than one do apply. And this is why we designed this, right? Single platform, real-time track analytics. We wanted you to have the second point here. We wanted you to have easily comparable shipping rates and delivery times. It's way too cumbersome, takes up way too much time for you to go to each of their websites, right? Each of these carriers' websites, type in things and try to look for the best rate. We wanted this integrated into D365. We wanted the user to stay within the platform, stay within the browser, just within the D365 module, and then compare the shipping rates and delivery times across all the different carriers, right? Select the best option for your needs and then track it throughout the whole shipping process, essentially automating the process as much as possible. The last thing our team set out to do and accomplish is to include some customizable options within the product itself and within the module of D365 for you to make it more customizable to your needs and based on what you want. So we can help you with that, or you can do it yourself. We can just sort of point you in the right direction, and then you can go for it and do the customizations yourself. Before I pass it over to Steve, I just want to sort of highlight some of the things that we're going to show in the demo. So Steve is going to share his screen. He's going to walk you through how StreamLineShip, how this carrier integration add-on works. And he's going to show you some things around rate shopping, around shipment automation, tracking delivery, and notifications. And then I believe he will be showing the carrier integration module. Even though we do it with 3, we'll show it with just the 1, warehouse management. So it'll be a nice way for you to see the actual product in action. And again, let Steve do his thing, and any questions we can save for the end, or like I said, you can follow up with me after the webinar over LinkedIn or via email. So with that being said, Steve, let me know if you're ready to take over and begin the demo.
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you, Alex. Awesome. And hello, everyone. I'm Steve. I've been working as a functional consultant in ETG consulting firm for 1 year. Today, I'm going to show you our processes that I can apply in our carrier integration application. First, I'm going to share my screen, and you can see here, I think.
Yep, yeah, it looks good. We can see Contoso Entertainment System USA.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
First of all, I need to create a new sales order, and I'm going to sales and marketing. All sales orders. Yeah, I'm creating a new one.
I also love how, Steve, I love how when we did this yesterday, it was flying so fast. And when we're doing it today, it's Murphy's Law, right? Yeah. I love it. But this is the beauty of the live event, right? This is live, so you guys are watching it as we go. So internet connection, Wi-Fi, dynamics. But yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah. And let our customer be Birch Company. And I'm specifying my warehouse information, 62. And I'm clicking OK. And I'm creating my order line, sales order line, and my item, the demanded item is HDMI 6 feet cable, and demanded quantity is 3. And I need to make a reservation here because I don't want products to be used in another order in our company. Reservation is 3, reserve lot. Okay, and I'm closing it. At this point, I will determine which carrier company and shipping service I will use for my sales order. Actually, I can determine them according to my mutual agreements with my client, and I don't need to compare the service rates and delivery times. So I can easily specify my carrier company and service in the header section of my sales order. And when you go to the delivery tab and the transportation part, you can select the shipping carrier, and you can see here Canada Post, FedEx, or USPS. And depending on the shipping carrier, you can select the carrier service. But in my demonstration process, I will use rate shopping. And to do that, I'm going to transportation and rate route workbench. This part is integrated to Dynamics 365. And in this section, you can see the warehouse information about my company and the delivery point information about the customer and the product data here you can see. In this screen, I'm choosing the transportation template ID. The reason why I make this choice is to calculate the shipment load by specifying the information such as width, height, and length of the package to be sent within a template. Okay. And I'm selecting standard, and I'm going to carrier integration rate shop. Our program works and brings us all available carriers and services. And you can see the shipping carrier and the carrier service here. Each offer, the total rates, these are the offers. Each offer has a unique price and delivery time. You can see the transit days here. And I want to select one of them. And the first one is the cheaper one. It's more reasonable for me. And I'm clicking assign. Now, it has been determined which carrier and service I will work with. In fact, the prices calculated here at not the exact prices because the shipment hasn't carried out yet. The prices are estimated because actual shipment costs may vary depending on the actual size and weight information during the container closing process within the actual shipment. Okay, I'm closing this screen and I'm saving my sales order. And then you can see here that the carrier company and service information is automatically updated here. Then I'm confirming my sales order. And now I can release my order to the warehouse and clicking to release to warehouse. After the in-warehouse activities are completed, I will carry out the packing process. To complete these activities, I'm going to warehouse management and going to all shipments. My shipments my shipment is here, but I want to refresh it because the load ID isn't appeared. Yeah. No. Again. Yes, it's updated. And I'm going to shipment details here. And I'm going to, I'm copying the shipping ID because I will use this ID for packing process. And I'm going to the work details because the products will be picked and will be prepared in the warehouse. And I'm going to work, complete work. I'm choosing user ID and validating the work, then complete the work. Now the product is ready to be packed. And I'm going to warehouse management, packing and containerization and pack. I have to enter the required information, 62 the warehouse, the location is pack, packing profile ID is this, and I'm clicking OK. And now I'm pasting my shipping ID here. Then I can create a new container and determine its size. The container type here, you can select large box or medium box. A small box is proper for me. I'm clicking OK. And in this part, item packing, I'm having the barcode of the product read by the handheld barcode scanner. And there's an identifier here. I'm using it for this. And I'm clicking this one. And the packed quantity is 1 here. And then again, 2. And then again, it's disappeared because the box is full. The total quantity is here 3. Then I'm closing the container. As we close the container, the integration module sends the shipping information to carrier service and a shipping label is purchased. And I'm clicking the close container and there's a gross weight here. The gross weight is 9, but the newly measured is 9.2, and I have to enter this weight. Okay. And now the tracking ID, it's not important. The tracking ID is created. Tracking number is this. So I can create a shipping label by using in the containers for shipment. This is the details of the container information, and I'm going to print, and I can create a shipping label here. The shipping label is prepared in accordance with the shipment data from printer defined in the system. So I can stick my shipping label onto the box. Actually, there is no printed shipping label in this demonstration environment, but I can show you how it looks like. And I'm going to carrier integration part, tab, and you can see the show ZPL. The system uses ZPL format for labels. When I send the parcel information along with carrier and carrier service information, the integration service generates ZPL code. I can access this code here. This is ZPL code created for the shipping label, and I'm copying this code and I'm pasting to here the labeler.com, and I'm clicking redraw, and you can see the label. Okay, this is the Cantos Entertainment System. The customer is Birch Company, and the service I use is USPS First. Well, Once I want to cancel a shipment of a container, or I want to reopen a container, okay, reopen a container, the system gives me a warning like this. To cancel the packing, I have to make a refund process for the shipping label. So I'm going to carrier integration, the labels, and the refunds here. And with the help of the refund label button, I can start the refund process. After refund process, I can create a new container and new shipping label for the shipment. Yeah. Yes. Now I've sent my package and I want to track it. I can follow two ways. When I click on the tracker, the carrier integration and tracker, I can access all detailed information about the package, or I can click to navigate to tracking URL. So I can connect to the web service of the carrier company. So I can reach the tracking information about my package with these two ways. And in this application, I can also create international shipments. And I'm going to my sales order screen, the carrier integration, and you can see the customs info here. With the help of the link, I can enter important customs data, such as contents or restrictions or tariff numbers of the products. Then, depending on the data, you can create customs declaration ID. When I entered the information and send customs, clicking on the send customs info, the customs information is created on the services and it's automatically matched to corresponding shipment, and I can see the customs declaration ID on the header section. I'm deleting it and closing. Then I'm going to the shipments, the customs declaration ID here. If this order is an international shipment, if this shipment is an international shipment, the customs declaration ID will be appeared here. And in this way, the customs information will be sent to the carrier company. And lastly, I want to mention about the notifications. And to do that, I'm going to the carrier integration setup, the carrier integration parameters. And you can see the parameters, the notifications. When the necessary configurations are made and the message templates are prepared, both the customer and the sales representative can be notified by an email on certain tracking steps, such as shipped, delivered, or returned. So it's sufficient to create the relevant main template information in the module parameters. That's all I have about the demonstration, and thank you for your listening. And I'm ready to answer your questions.
Yeah, that was awesome, Steve. Thank you so much. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, thank you. That completes the demo portion. And what I wanted to do now is just one more slide where we talk about just the implementation, the support that's available, right? So just give me 1 second. I'll share my screen here. So next steps, where to go from here. So we as a company, ETG Global, will be launching this product next week, and so it will be available on App Stores at some point, but it will be available through us if you want to reach out. So that's the first step. If this is something you need immediately, please don't hesitate to reach out. What we do want to start with, though, is a requirements analysis. So we have this available. It is funded, and also the implementation itself doesn't have to take long. So depending on the size of your environment, the scope, the level of customizations or code that's needed. Generally, we expect less than a month to implement. And then once it's implemented, once it's running in your environment, we will have ongoing support through, and this is, by the way, worldwide. So it's 24/7, follows the sun. And this is same like our ongoing support for our existing clients, right? We provide support in AX environments, D365 environments, and this is no different. So we will have elements of support should you need it on this particular add-on. So with that being said, we have now come to the conclusion of the webinar. At the question and answer period, I'm not sure if there are any questions, if you guys are able to enter them into the chat. So what I'll do is I'll allow for just a minute or two if anyone has any questions. If not, we will wrap. And also, if something comes to you tomorrow, next week, next month, again, we are available. You can either let myself or Steve know, or follow the company on LinkedIn or on our website. Lots of ways to get in touch with us. But for right now, I'll just pause for, like I said, 1 minute to see if there are any questions in the group. I should have prepared Jeopardy music, now that I think about it. And for my screen, where I see it is at the top right, I see a Q&A button. So I'm not sure if you guys have it the same way, but live event Q&A is open in case anyone has any questions. And it's not like a wedding where you have to, hold your peace forever. This is, if you have a question that hits you tomorrow, it's okay. You can let us know. Steve, I think you did really great. There's no questions. I think you you covered everything you needed to. And yeah, and we went through it. It's pretty straightforward, right? It's an add-on. It's not something that's necessarily earth-shattering, but it'll really make a difference for any organization that is
exactly
spending so much time every day doing this type of work, right? Like shipping, tracking, comparing costs. It's really cumbersome. Even myself, when oh, thank you, Kevin. Good job on the demo. Not a question, but I'll accept compliments. But even myself, when I sell like something used on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or whatever it is, it's like the shipping is my least favorite part. So I can imagine what that looks like at scale when you're a company and you're sending packages by the hundreds every day.
Yeah. And the companies need the optimization about the delivery prices. I think it's so necessary for them.
Oh yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, that is it. So we did great on time, half an hour. I know we said 45 minutes, so everybody gets 15 minutes back in their day. Steve and I are always available for any further questions or inquiries. I really want to thank everybody for jumping on, and please follow ETG Global on LinkedIn because we have webinars planned. It's almost going to be happening every month or every 2 months, and it could be our webinar, it could be with a partner. We have lots of exciting things coming up to do with AI, to do with robotics, to do more with automation, to do with compelling events coming from Microsoft, especially when Microsoft crosses over July 1st in their new fiscal. So we'll be announcing some new incentives there, some new promotions, discounts, etc. So again, from Steve and myself, thank you so much for attending. Follow us on LinkedIn, and I will go ahead and end the live webinar right now. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.